Right guys, in today's video what I'm going to do is talk you through what I would do when you can get back training in the gym, okay? By now we've all heard that gyms aren't going to open on July the 4th as some people anticipated, but we're hoping that, pardon me, they are going to open at some point towards the middle, maybe even the end of the July, but who knows at the end of the day. But what I'm going to do is tell you how to make the most out of your training when you get back, because for some of us, we've maybe not trained whatsoever for nearly 4 months, maybe even longer. Some of us, we've not trained how we would do normally. You know, we've either had to use a lot lighter weights, or we've had to do a lot more reps, or we've had to change as exercise selection. The training just hasn't been ideal, okay? We've had to sort of make do with the equipment and the exercises that we can. So how do we make the most of training once the gyms are back open? Rule number 1, do not jump in at the deep end. Everyone is really tempted just to, see where they're at. They might have bench pressed 100 kilos for 5 reps or 10 reps or whatever reps before lockdown. And the first thing they do, they go straight to that bench, do a few warm-ups and they jump straight in at 100 kilos. Okay, this is potentially going to have several negative effects. The first one is that you can get injured, okay? Your body's not used to that load, it's not touched that load for God knows how long, like we said before, 4 months. Jumping in that heavy, that quick is just a recipe for disaster, okay? An injured pec, injured shoulder, injured tricep, or a combination of all three. And then you can't train again at all, okay? The second effect of jumping in at such a heavy weight compared to where you are at now is you don't do it, okay? And that just kills your motivation. You've jumped in, first thing you've done, failed miserably, and you feel awful for it, okay? You feel absolutely terrible. So what I would do is start off at, let's say you were doing, 3 sets of 10 at 100 kilos, I would potentially drop it down by 20%. Okay, I feel like that's a good figure, and try and do like 3 sets of 10 with 80 kilos, okay? Should definitely be manageable. Potentially, I wouldn't even jump in with 3 sets. I might just start off with 1, okay? Just 1 set, 80 kilos for the first week. Next week, 2 sets at 80 kilos for 2 sets of 10. Week 3, 3 sets at 80 kilos for 10 reps, and then move it up next week. Week 4, I think that would be. So then you might do 3 sets of 8 at 90 kilos, and then 3 sets of 10 at 90 kilos, and then 3 sets of 12 at 90 kilos, and increase your reps, because you're used to doing 3 sets by then. And then the week after that, you might jump it up to 100. I mean, that's probably quite steep jumps. I maybe won't jump up in 10s. Might only jump up in like 5s or even 2.5s. Tip number 2, okay, would be to hit full body workouts, okay? Main reason for that is frequency. With frequency, you can do bench press 3 times a week as opposed to once a week, but you just don't do all the, what I would call fluff exercises afterwards. So things like cable flies, incline flies, dumbbell flies, incline press, decline press. Just pick one compound push movement. So it might be, if you're wanting to like build your bench press back up to where it was before, I'd probably just bench press 3 times a week. But rather than do a full chest session, accompany it with something like a squat, or a squat variation, or a lunge variation, a deadlift variation, shoulders variation. I know you could put a shoulder press in there, some sort of vertical pull like a pull down or a pull up, and then a horizontal pull like a row, cable row, barbell row, dumbbell row, whatever, and just hit that exercise sort of regime every other day. So it might look like day 1 might be barbell squats, then you might do a barbell RDL, then a barbell bench press, then a barbell shoulder press, barbell row, and a lat pull down. And then you have a day off. Then your next day of training, rather than do do a barbell squat, you might do leg press. Rather than do an RDL, you might do a deadlift. Okay, just do a conventional deadlift. Rather than do barbell bench press, you might do incline bench press. You sort of get the picture. You're picking another compound movement that hits that specific muscle group. And obviously do the same on day 3. The benefits of doing this is you can hit the same muscles, 3 times a week. You can get those numbers back up, and it'll probably get them up back quicker than if you were just to hit a muscle once a week. Okay, but you're not doing loads of volume, which then fatigues you and means you take longer to recover. Tip number 3 would be to be patient. Okay, you've had 4 months off the gym. 4 months is a long time to not train how you would normally train, so don't expect to come back straight away. Take your time with it. Do you know what I mean? They say you had 2.5 kilos onto your lifts over every week over 4 months because you've had to start a little bit further back. Over that 4 months, that's what, 4, 8, 12, 16 times 2.5. That's over 25 kilos on those lifts. Okay, it just takes time. You've had that long off the gym that you can't just jump in at the deep end. You are going to have to be patient. But if you were patient and persistent, cannot emphasize the importance of being persistent, you will get back to where you were before. Potentially you'll even go above and beyond that plateau because you may be training a little bit differently. You're doing more frequency but a little bit less volume. But generally those would be my top 3 tips. Okay, number 1, don't jump in at the deep end. Okay, be careful. Number 2, go for full body workouts, or you could, I suppose, do an upper and lower body split. It depends how you train. If you're training 3 days a week, I would do 3 full body programs. If you're training 4 days a week, I would do 2 upper body days and then 2 lower body days and alternate upper, lower, upper, lower. You can put a little bit more volume in there, so you might put in a couple of isolation exercises that way. And tip number 3, just be patient. Patience is key. Okay, after things like patience is key in the gym anyway. Patience and persistency, okay? And that will produce results at the end of the day. Just be patient. That's it, really, from me in terms of what I would do to make the most out of lockdown. Obviously, if you need any help with training or nutrition, you can get in touch with either me or Mel on our social media channels. So Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, any of those if you've got any questions. As always, let us know what sort of videos you'd like to see from us both in the future. Like and subscribe, as we always say. But that's it from me, I think. So, number 1, don't jump in at the deep end. Number 2, full body workouts. Increased frequency is going to trump body part splits. Number 3, patience and persistence. I suppose that's 3 and another bit of it. But patience and persistence, I cannot emphasize that enough. I must have said that about 30 times in this video. That's it from me. See you later.
Okay, there you go, guys. Another video from Phil. His sort of pointers and top tips on the way to break yourself back into training. Some great ideas there. And I think the sort of long and short of it, as you can hear him saying, is don't go mental, especially if you've taken an extended break from training. So yeah, some fabulous tips there. And hopefully when we do get back into the gym, we'll be bringing you some more sort of on the spot content, as it were, stuff actually in the gym, stuff that you can do to get back into your old way of training. Or maybe it won't be your old way of training, maybe it'll be something new and you'll be trying different stuff. What I'm tending to think is, even though I'll be back to using equipment that I used to use, I'm probably going to incorporate some of the stuff I've done from home, as it were. I think I will do probably more band stuff. I've really actually quite enjoyed it. So although we're going back to training how we were, I think we'll all find that we make a few changes. Hopefully we've got used to getting some more fresh air and getting outside a bit more, which I think is very positive. Anyway, guys, thank you again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that and you can take something on board from some of the tips Phil's given you. Again, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Broken record again, but we really appreciate it, and share it with your friends. Tell everybody. We're obviously just a new up and coming channel, but we're wanting to get bigger, and that's the plan. We're just going to try and keep plugging away and get our subscriber count up there. That's what we really want to do. Anyway, guys, again, comments below. Anything you want to see, anything you want to learn, anything you want to know about health and fitness, get it in the box below, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks again.